Hello everyone, my name is I'm International Grandmaster, and in this video I'm going to talk about Bogo-Indian defense. Uh, I will show you variation and the system, and and how to play with white first of all. But also this video will be very useful for black players. Okay, bishop b4. This is a Bogo-Indian defense. Bishop d2, and now in the previous videos we study a5, c5, queen e7, and now it's time to cover bishop take d4, d2. Okay, now of course we can take with queen, and of course this is better. And I said you in the previous video that with knight it's not a good idea because this is a very passive position for the knight. So with queen, short castle, knight to c3, d5, e3, queen e7. Yeah, this is a queen e7. So here the main plan for black here is to take on c5, then rook d8 and c5. So and black expecting black is waiting for bishop d3 and to take and win the tempo and then c5. For this reason, my recommendation is to take on d5 here. This is my recommendation, the strongest move, and then bishop d3. And here black has two options. Knight c6, I think that the most principal way for black. And also there is c6. But this slow move, but this type of positions is very favorable for white. White has a slight advantage. Okay, and for example, I want to cover this type of position, but yeah, the same position, but another move order. Rook c1, but here I don't like this because of d takes c5, d takes c4. Okay, but in this game was played this, and rook to d8, c6, bishop to d3, knight b to d7, short castle, knight f8. Yes, I want to show you because what to do in the middle game in this type of position. h3, yeah, very good move to take under control g4 square and to now. Okay, this is the main problem in this setup. This type of positions for black is this bishop, because this is very passive. So, and the main idea for black is to try to find try to find the way how to exchange this bishop. Knight e8 was played in the game. Yes, and I said so. Knight d6. This is a typical maneuver. This is a very good square for the knight. b4, a4 was played in the game. Knight to e5. Yeah, take b5. Yeah, but and for white, of course, this Carlsbad structure. The main idea is to this minority attack, the attack of pawn minority. Yes, and as okay, and black has tried to find some counterplay on the queen side. So okay, and this type of position is slightly better for white. It's unpleasant for black, and for this reason, knight c6 is more energetic option. But here, very important h3 move to stop this bishop to g4. Rook to d8, short castle, knight e4, queen d1 was played in the game, queen b3. Yeah, a3 very important to take under control, and this knight is not good square for the knight, but so in this setup it was very concrete idea to play bishop g4 and then there is no knight e5, and this was the reason why black plays knight c6. Yeah, you see, and then white remove this knight only from e4 and try to improve his position with b4, a4, b5. In this type of position, this is some sort of queen's gambit, and the same plan, the plan to play b4, b5. Yeah, it's very important here to stop this rook g6 idea in knight d2, but otherwise after rook g6 this is very unpleasant for white, could be, because black has a good chances to attack on the king side, so white has to be very careful. So okay, the conclusion, finally the conclusion. So c takes d5, very important move, and then so after c6, queen c2 to take under control e4 square and try to avoid light square, the trading of light square bishops, and in case of bishop f5, in case of this h3, and then try to fight for this square e4. Okay, if you want to improve this variation, you have to study this position. Yeah.